What are you doing still awake? You're too excited to fall asleep? I understand. How about we make a deal? I'll help you fall asleep tonight, and then Santa will come and work his magic. I promise. Okay. Should we get you tucked in? Yeah. You just relax, okay? Tuck you in nice and tight. There we go. So, are you feeling sleepy at all? No. Okay. Yeah, you did eat a lot of chocolate at the Christmassy party. I saw you. That's okay. But it is time to sleep now. Otherwise, Santa can't come. Yeah. He only comes when your eyes are closed and when you're fast asleep. Yeah. Your blanket is quite wrinkly. You must be a chaotic sleeper. Yeah, you sleep like a maniac. Okay. You feeling comfortable? Okay, good. Well, if you're not tired yet, I do have a present that I can give you for you to open tonight. Yeah, it's from me. It's not from Santa. Do you want to open it now? Sure, okay. So, I did my best to wrap it. Any guesses? You don't know? Okay, well, you stay cozy, snug as a bug in a rug. I'll unwrap this for you, okay? It's a mug. I know. Not that exciting, but it's not just any mug. It's a part of the Red Dish collection. Have you heard of it? Have you seen these before? No. Well, it goes way back to when immigrants came from Europe to America. And they didn't bring very much with them, apart from the exception of a colorful dish. So, kind of became like a prized possession. And the dish was only used for very special occasions, big life moments, achievements. So, that's kind of where the tradition comes from. And it says, "You are special today." So I thought you could use it tomorrow morning to drink your Christmas coffee or hot chocolate. You could use it on your birthday, whenever you want to celebrate something, and just feel extra special. So, there you go. Of course. I'll just put this to the side for you, okay? Yeah, you already brushed your teeth, so you don't need any hot chocolate tonight, but yeah. Okay. No, you can't open more presents tonight. You get the rest tomorrow. Yeah. What else could we do? Have you written your letter to Santa? No. Should we do that together? Yeah. Okay, I'll write it for us. I'll write it, don't worry. Don't worry. Let me see if I have a notebook here. Okay, I have a notebook here. Yeah, a wonderful friend gifted this to me. And I'll grab a little Christmas pen here. So, go. Let's go to a blank page. Dear Santa, what should we say? Okay. We hope this letter finds you sipping cocoa by the fireplace as you prepare for a strenuous night on Christmas Eve. We've been extra good this year, apart from a few times, right? Yeah. Good this year. And want to express our gratitude for all the gifts you gave us in the past. Yeah. Want gratitude. Past. Okay. Is there anything you want to wish for? Okay. Okay, we can try. So we're hoping for a unicorn this year. We know they're a bit mystical, but if anyone can get it done, it's you, Santa. Yeah. Anything else? Oh, good idea. An invisibility cloak. Would also do wonders for cozy quiet time. I agree. Okay. Sounds good. We have left your usual cookies and milk by the tree, and some extra oats and carrots for the reindeer. Extra oats and carrots for the reindeer. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas. Your favorite dynamic duo. That's us. Yeah. Dynamic duo. XX heart. Perfect. Okay. Should we put that in a little envelope for Santa? Yes. Let's rip this out. One moment. Just put this aside. And rip this page. If I can. Okay. There we go. Let's fold this up. Pop it in a little envelope that I have ready for Santa. Okay. I'll leave this by the tree for him. Yes. Okay. Great. So, are you feeling sleepy yet? A little bit? That's good. You tucked in a bit more, huh? Okay. Do you have any favorite bedtime stories? Any favorite Christmas stories? Yeah? Maybe I could read you what I have? Yes, I think I brought, let me check. I have the Polar Express. It's one of my favorites. Should we read this? Okay, sure. So, you just go ahead and relax. Sorry, I'm leaning on you a little bit. Hope that's okay. Alright. You ready? Yeah, just get comfortable. Okay. It's a big floppy book, isn't it? So, on Christmas Eve, many years ago, I lay quietly in my bed. I did not rustle the sheets. I breathed slowly and silently. I was listening for a sound a friend had told me I'd never hear. The ringing bells of Santa's sleigh. There is no Santa, my friend had insisted, but I knew he was wrong. Late that night, I did hear sounds, though not of ringing bells. From outside came the sounds of hissing steam and squeaking metal. I looked through my window and saw a train standing perfectly still in front of my house. It was wrapped in an apron of steam. Snowflakes fell lightly around it. A conductor stood at the open door of one of the cars. He took a large pocket watch from his vest, then looked up at my window. I put on my slippers and robe. I tiptoed downstairs and out the door. "All aboard," the conductor cried out. I ran up to him. "Well," he said, "are you coming?" "Where?" I asked. "Why, to the North Pole, of course," was his answer. "This is the Polar Express." I took his outstretched hand and he pulled me aboard. Show you the pictures. The mountains turned into hills, the hills to snow-covered plains. We crossed a barren desert of ice, the great polar ice cap. Lights appeared in the distance. They looked like the lights of a strange ocean liner sailing on a frozen sea. "There," said the conductor, "is the North Pole." The North Pole was a huge city standing alone at the top of the world, filled with factories where every Christmas toy was made. At first, we saw no elves. "They're gathering at the center of the city," the conductor told us. "That is where Santa will give the first gift of Christmas." "Who receives the first gift?" we all asked. The conductor answered, "He will choose one of you." "Look," shouted one of the children, "the elves!" Outside, we saw hundreds of elves. As our train drew closer to the center of the North Pole, we slowed to a crawl. So crowded were the streets with Santa's helpers. When the Polar Express could go no farther, we stopped and the conductor led us outside. We pressed through the crowd to the edge of a large open circle. In front of us stood Santa's sleigh. The reindeer were excited. They pranced and paced, ringing the silver sleigh bells that hung from their harnesses. It was a magical sound like nothing I'd ever heard. Across the circle, the elves moved apart and Santa Claus appeared. The elves cheered wildly. He marched over to us and, pointing to me, said, "Let's have this fellow here." He jumped into his sleigh. The conductor handed me up. I sat on Santa's knee, and he asked, "Now, what would you like for Christmas?" There's Santa. I knew that I could have any gift I could imagine, but the thing I wanted most for Christmas was not inside Santa's giant bag. What I wanted more than anything was one silver bell from Santa's sleigh. When I asked, Santa smiled. Then he gave me a hug and told an elf to cut a bell from a reindeer's harness. The elf tossed it up to Santa. He stood, holding the bell high above him, and called out, "The first gift of Christmas." There they are. There's the bell. A clock struck midnight as the elves roared their approval. Santa handed the bell to me, and I put it in my bathrobe pocket. The conductor helped me down from the sleigh. Santa shouted out the reindeers' names and cracked his whip. His team charged forward and climbed into the air. Santa circled once above us, then disappeared in the cold, dark, polar sky. As soon as we were back inside the Polar Express, the other children asked to see the bell. I reached into my pocket, but the only thing I felt was a hole. I had lost the silver bell from Santa Claus's sleigh. "Let's hurry outside and look for it," one of the children said, but the train gave a sudden lurch and started moving. We were on our way home. It broke my heart to lose the bell. When the train reached my house, I sadly left the other children. I stood at my doorway and waved goodbye. The conductor said something from the moving train, but I couldn't hear him. "What?" I yelled out. He cupped his hands around his mouth. "Merry Christmas," he shouted. The Polar Express let out a loud blast from its whistle and sped away. On Christmas morning, my little sister Sarah and I opened our presents. When it looked as if everything had been unwrapped, Sarah found one last small box behind the tree. It had my name on it. Inside was the silver bell. There was a note. "Found this on the seat of my sleigh. Fix that hole in your pocket. Signed, Mr. C." I shook the bell. It made the most beautiful sound my sister and I had ever heard. But my mother said, "Oh, that's too bad." "Yes," said my father, "it's broken." When I'd shaken the bell, my parents had not heard a sound. At one time, most of my friends could hear the bell, but as years passed, it fell silent for all of them. Even Sarah found one Christmas that she could no longer hear its sweet sound. Though I've grown old, the bell still rings for me, as it does for all who truly believe. The bell. I hope you enjoyed the Polar Express story. Are you feeling a little more sleepy now? Okay, let's tuck you in one last time, and then I'll let you go to sleep. Okay, let me turn off one of these lights up here. 1 second. Right. Is that a little bit better? Okay. There we go. Get you tucked in a bit more. You have an extra blanket down here if you want it, okay? I think it's time that you rest. Yeah, I'm excited to see you in the morning. So just close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Remember, Santa won't come if your eyes are open. Okay? He's always watching.